What up, my goats? My name's Tote, and welcome back to the channel. As you guys know, we've got a lot of stuff coming up. We've got a lot of stuff on the radar. We're getting into the D&D. We've got books that we're reading. It's all happening. Also, we gained a new subscriber last night. We're almost up to 30. We're at 29 subscribers right now. Moist Sandwich has joined the crew, and I absolutely love that subscriber name. But if you are not a part of the crew yet, part of the subscribers, go ahead and click that link down below. Get us up to 30. Guys, I am going to do a giveaway at number 50. So at number 50, if you are a subscriber at that time, or if we hit 50 and I just don't see it and we get a whole bunch of them or something like that, and 51, 52, you can, I don't suspect that to be the case, but I will be doing a giveaway. I will announce what said giveaway will be in a future video, so be ready. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Subscribe so that you're a part of it. And without further ado, guys, today I want to talk about this last weekend. As you all know, lots of stuff going on. Comings, goings. It all happens on the weekends for me. And this last weekend, I was at a memorial service for a close friend of our family's. Now, at this memorial service, I was able to hear a lot of stories that everybody just kind of passed around the microphone and told different stories about this person. And it was really, really touching and really, really heartwarming. And I thought to myself, what is a story that you would want to tell? Because I tell stories all the time, as you know. That's what you're here for. And I thought to myself, what's your first memory of them? Or how'd you get to... Well, this person's been in my life my entire life. They were friends of my father's far before I ever even was a thought. So I couldn't go with the first memory. Like how I met them, because obviously I've just known them since I was born. They know me before I knew them. You know what I'm saying? But I do remember what I think is my first memory. I definitely know it's my first memory of what? Being electrocuted. But so my father growing up owned a lawnmower shop. A lawnmower business where he repaired and bought and fixed them, and that's how I learned how to work on motors, and that's a whole nother story for another day. But every once in a while he would have some sort of errand that he had to run, and he would ask one of his friends to watch his shop for him. In this particular instance, this particular woman was the person that he asked, and she was out there watching the shop. It was a very hot summer day. She's sitting in the shop, and it's hot, it's beating down, and there was a huge industrial fan in the shop, and she decided that she was going to fix the fan in order to be able to plug it in and get airflow, cool off a bit. And so the end of the fan was all gnarly and needed a new piece, and she found a new piece in the shop, and it was all metal, and it had rained. It was very humid here in Missouri. It's always kind of a heavy rain. So she went ahead and put it together. It wasn't that difficult, but she got the end of the fan, the end of the cord put together, and there I am, a young country gal, hanging out in my dad's shop with this woman, and she was probably watching me too, but I think I was I'm watching my dad shop for him. But so there I am, barefoot, shoeless, as I was most of my childhood, and let's face it, most of my adulthood. I live in Missouri. So there I was, shoeless, on concrete, and there was a little puddle from the rain, and I was basically standing in the puddle, and I grab a hold of the electrical cord that's just all metal on one side where she's reattached this, and I plug it in to the outlet. Long story short, it shocked the crap out of me, okay? My whole body just tensed up, and just that thing where you're shaking, and I couldn't let go of it, and I don't know, maybe it fell out of my hands or something, because finally I let go of it, and I was oh God, because, it was my first, I was probably 6, 7 years old. It was my first time ever getting electrocuted, not my last. Whole nother story. But first time, and I got it good. And when she realized, because I remember her yelling at me to let it go, because you can't do anything, you can't help that person, you'll get electrocuted too. But I remember her hollering to let it go as I was being electrocuted. And once I'd let it go, we were both just quiet and we stared at each other, because after it's over, it's fine. I wasn't even burned or anything. Like I said, later on, I learned more about that. But she goes, "You okay?" And I was like, yeah. Because I was scared. I was a kid, And she was like, and she started laughing. And it made me feel better because, I found the humor in it too. And I just thought that was funny. And she started laughing. And then she stopped. And she just went, she's just laughing. I don't do a good fake laugh, but we're not going to tell your dad about this. Guys, that right there is my humor in a nutshell. Oh, somebody getting mildly hurt, and then, all right, now let's not make a big deal out of this, all right? Let's just go on about our business. That's a lot of my childhood was kind of that way too. But anyhow, I thought I'd share that with you. First time I got electrocuted, very eventful. Anyhow, guys, if you have not like, subscribe, comment, leave your stuff down below. How have you been electrocuted in the past? Let me know. But until next time, guys, catch you on the flip side.